Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it's time for my client Saif's vlog, and let's look at what we have going here. Saif is one of the few clients I have left who is still running this style of programming. It's because he likes it. It's not my first choice, but I am good at making it work. And at this moment I have about 4 clients who are still doing this stuff, and because they really like it, so we roll with it. So for his plus set this week at 95% training max, we got 3 reps on the back squat. Of course, he's like, I was a little stronger on the safety bar squat, but, I admit that's what I used for months. And that's the situation. He used mostly the safety bar for a while, and so accordingly, he's a little stronger at it. Not a bad situation to be in, because that was 185 kilos for 3 reps just now. And of course, just to be easier on his bicep and his shoulders, we are doing the safety bar for his assistance work. So he did his sets of 10 with the safety bar this week. And then, of course, we did belt squats afterwards. And, that works pretty well for just overall supplemental work. You can ramp to a plus set like this on a back squat, do 5 sets with the safety bar, 5 sets with the belt squat, and we're pretty good to go as far as a basic squat day goes, because he has a squat day, a bench press day, and a deadlift day. All right, now he's still dealing with a lot of issues with the bicep, and I'm very concerned with that. Of course, it's related to his work, it's not his training. He still gets a lot of inflammation there. He's working with a physical therapist on it. And that's the thing. I've had other coaches come over and say, hey, you could tell him to do this or do that, and it's like, well, here's the problem, guys. He's working with a physical therapist. I'm not his physical therapist. I'm his strength coach, so I'm not going to change the advice he's getting from his physical therapist. If he's happy with it and believes it's working and good advice, then, again, that is their profession. I'm here to get people strong. I am here to get people strong. Now, keeping in mind, he is also back into a slow weight loss phase again. For a lot of people, they're like, oh, he needs to get leaner. Well, he did get a lot leaner. He lost a lot of weight, and he just maintained for a while and recomped. And we're at a point where, he's got enough body fat that he can recomposition. Okay, remember, there's a sliding scale where recomposition is possible. And he's still at that point, so we did do some recomping. He got quite a bit stronger at the same body weight. Now he wants to, trim down further, lose some more body fat. And I think for someone who's carrying very large amounts of it, that is the way to go. Really is the way to go. You're going to want to break those phases up. Now, of course, for his benching, he got a little upset because he's like, I could have got more. I got 2 reps, but I hit the uprights both reps. And I'm like, yeah, you're setting up too close. And he's been listening to people say that, well, you need to be really close under there if you're going to unrack yourself. And that's not always the case. I unrack with my bar at my eye level or even higher, and I'm not having problems with staying tight on the upright. Again, you have to learn how to get tight, how to stay tight, and it can totally be done. And I've seen super strong guys just reach up and unrack over 500 pounds and then pause it and bench it with no problems hitting uprights. So, again, you can slide further down, build your upper back and everything, learn to get tight, and you can get away with your own unrack. So after that, he's doing the really wide grip now for the plus sets. It seems to be really good on his biceps, not irritating it, so we're running with it. Then he's doing pinkies on the rings for his main work, and then we're doing some specialty bar work behind it. So again, just trying to hit a few different angles, and that's what we're doing here. Then, of course, he does his band pull-aparts and his band press-downs so that we get some extra rear delt work. Of course, he's saying, well, I think I can get away with the rows just once a week, again, due to his bicep. I disagree. But, he's also having to manage what he's doing. I personally think, 5-6 sets of rows once a week is not going to be sufficient for lat and posterior deltoid development and all of that. And he needs to bring that area up, but he's also running into the issue with his work causing overuse. So we have limitations here. All right, deadlifts, 95% training max. He managed to get 2 reps. They were very difficult. And he had said that. He goes, these were challenging. It's like, but that's okay. We'll keep working on it. Now that he's got a reverse hyper this week and he's got good mornings and we can do them, these will help build his deadlift up. They'll build the deadlift. So now that he's got this safety bar again, he's comfortable doing good mornings. He used to not be able to do good mornings at all, right? That he couldn't handle the stretch in his hamstring, but now we're able to do so. So it means we've built that area up well. We've built the mobility up by getting strong with other movements. Now we can get him in doing good mornings, and he can do these pain-free, and he's going to build up very, very slowly. And overall, considering how tight his hamstrings were before, I'm quite happy with what we're seeing displayed here in terms of range of motion. Of course, some of my other lifters who are building up their good mornings are probably going, wait, he's got a safety bar that's more than 45 pounds, more than 20 kilos. He's got a full plate on each side, and you're talking about it being a light. Yeah, it is. I mean, realistically speaking, you guys have seen me do rep work with 300 plus pounds on this bar. You've seen me do over 400 pounds on it for a max. I can do more on other bars. So yeah, it is light. It is lightweight. I consider 225 for 10 to be kind of baseline good morning strength. That's a minimum I want to see from some of my lifters, and then we go up from there. I've actually had at least one guy do sets of 10 with 405. Okay. I've put up some other guys doing 350 for anywhere from 13 reps up to around 16 or 17 in the past, who didn't necessarily go heavier than 350, but they managed to get their best sets up to around there. So yeah, this is light. This is light, especially for a guy his size. But we'll build it up. We'll use it to build his squat and to build his deadlift up. And I think particularly the safety squat bar on the good morning, I think, is a little more helpful for the deadlift, just because of the extra back involvement. All right, then of course he does his seal rows here. So we do some seal rows. We do high rep band curls for his tendons. And at least we're getting in these sets of seal rows with his bicep inflammation. I wish that I could get a lot more lat work in for him, because like I said, I don't feel that that's enough. I'd like to see at least 10 sets. But, I'm rolling with it with what he's able to handle in terms of his bicep tendon inflammation from work. All right, so afterwards, then we finished up with reverse hypers. He's still getting used to the device. He's learning to use it. So we're starting light. He's got 60 kilos on there right now. That's what I believe he told me he had. So I guess that's 3 plates somewhere. Again, these are smaller, thinner calibrated plates though, so unless you're looking close, you can't always see how many are on there. You have to look close for that split. But these are going okay. They're decent. We're going to build these up along with the good mornings, and we should see some very good carryover. So I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.